Our first story of the day, guys, is going to be about Shroud, another massive Twitch streamer who ended up leaving Twitch for Mixer, kind of following in the same suit as Ninja did earlier, obviously. But I know this is all kind of distant memory at this point, because it feels like it was actually a while ago when Shroud and Ninja actually left the platform, Twitch, to go to Mixer. But I wanted to talk about, what happened to Shroud exactly. What was his reasoning? Why would he have left Twitch for Mixer, a much smaller platform? And was this all based around money, or was it based on something else? So let's talk about it. So guys, in an article that was written by Distractify and was written by Anna Quintana. And now this was written a number of months ago, guys, obviously very shortly after he actually left Twitch for Mixer. This was written, but I thought this was still a very interesting article to kind of go over. Then I'll give you guys my thoughts and we can have a real conversation about it. So why did Shroud really leave Twitch, and kind of like what happened there? Why is it that Shroud left this massive platform, the biggest one when it came to streaming, and leaving it for a smaller, up-and-coming streaming service, as you might say? Back in August, when Ninja announced his departure from the Amazon-owned platform, Shroud hinted he would take advantage of less competition on Twitch. Hey man, Ninja's gone, he said at the time. It's all me, baby. Gotta take advantage, which I still think to this day that he could have really taken advantage of that. But, however, that has obviously changed, and Mike is making moves. While Mike did not give an exact reason for his departure from Twitch, fans on Reddit definitely have an idea why he made the switch. Imagine Shroud talking smack about when Ninja moved and then moving himself. Money talks, I guess, one fan commented, before another defended his decision, adding streaming is his job. He must have gotten a huge deal and saw an opportunity. Shroud is probably looking into the future with Mixer. Stop saying it's for money. Everyone has their reasons, which is very true. I will absolutely say that that definitely has to be something that you have to take into consideration. There are definitely different factors to consider when making a major career decision, and Ninja's wife and manager Jennifer made it very clear that Ninja did not join Mixer just because of money. Money was the last thing on our mind, she told Business Insider. It's like they don't even know what went on behind the scenes and how hard we tried to make that deal work, and then how amazing Microsoft was for us. Now, before we move on, money was the last thing on her mind, is what Jennifer said. Now, obviously, guys, I have been on record saying that Jennifer, who of course is Ninja's wife as well as his, manager, she is the best manager in all of gaming. I mean, the deals and things of that nature that her and the rest of Ninja's team and Ninja himself have been able to work out is nothing short of remarkable. So massive props to them. Absolutely incredible. But the fact that when they say money was the last thing on our mind, I highly doubt that. I doubt it was the last thing. I think money is something that's very crucial in any person's career. So I think it was probably further up towards the top, but maybe it wasn't the number one thing. Maybe it was, the second or third thing on the list. Like, they wanted to be treated well, and Microsoft absolutely was doing that. So maybe that had a real, big thing to do with Ninja leaving. Also, that I think he was trying to set the bar, similar to like LeBron leaving, the Cavs to go to the Heat or going to LA. He's kind of trying to make other players look at themselves as their own brand, and that they have the power to kind of take their destiny into their own hands. And Ninja did that for content creators and streamers with moving to Mixer, and that was probably also part of the reasoning with that. Now, Shroud wasted no time leaving Twitch behind and revealed that his first live stream on Mixer would take place on Thursday, October 24th at 8 o'clock, just hours after his announcement. And we definitely know that he has support from his fellow Mixer streamer Ninja, who tweeted massive move for the platform and the streaming industry. Now, sure, Mixer is steadily poaching big names from Twitch, but it still has a long way to go. According to The Verge, Mixer averages about 3 million hours watched a month, while Twitch logs approximately 932 0.1 million. Now, some fans are convinced more streamers are going to make the move to Mixer. Since Ninja didn't help Mixer catch up to Twitch, it will be interesting to see if Shroud does and if more streamers will follow. Fellow gamer Dr. Disrespect, who brings in between 10,000 to 40,000 viewers per live stream, joked recently about joining Ninja at Mixer, so he could be next. I highly doubt Dr. Disrespect is going to be leaving at any point in the future. The number would have to be crazy, Dr. Disrespect, of his requirements for leaving. I don't know what Ninja got, but it's got to be at Ninja's level or higher. I mean, it's just a bigger, stronger brand. He went on to say the offer would have to be huge to economically make sense for what we have planned. So Dr. Disrespect is basically saying, like, look, it's got to be a massive deal, okay? And Dr. Disrespect, other than, like, Jessica, obviously stating that, of course, Ninja's manager stating that, look, like, money's not on our mind. It's definitely on Dr. Disrespect's mind, and I'm pretty sure that he kind of speaks for most streamers out there. It's got to be a pretty good number in order to move from Twitch over to Mixer when you've been and you've built this incredible community on Twitch. Now, I saw a podcast with Ninja where Ninja was stating that, moving over to Mixer, there was not that many, viewers, and the platform has grown substantially since bringing in Ninja as well as Shroud, but obviously it's going to take time. They really kickstarted Mixer in a way, and I think that's what, you got to look at is Mixer hasn't been around nearly as long as Twitch. Twitch has been there, it's been there and done that, whereas Mixer is trying to kind of get a handle on what it's trying to do long term. So we just kind of have to wait and see on that, guys. But anyways, all in all, guys, I really personally think that Shroud made the move because it was a deal and an offer that he just couldn't refuse. I mean, I really feel that that's what it was. Ninja, I think part of it was obviously, the money situation, but I also think he wanted to set he wanted to set a standard, and he wanted to give every content creator and streamer out there that power to take their own, brand into their own hands, that they, have a voice. And that's what he did, and will always be in debt to Ninja for that. Shroud doing that, and then, of course, Nick A moving from YouTube over to Twitch, and then, Courage going from Twitch to YouTube. And so the streaming wars are in full effect at this point. I really think it came down to Shroud just getting a deal he couldn't refuse. I mean, I think that's what it was, because if it wasn't a really great deal, he would have stayed on Twitch, had a massive following, like a huge following, bigger following than what he has even on Mixer, and he would have stayed on Twitch and just continued. He would have been the biggest figure on Twitch. He would have replaced Ninja, but instead, Mixer got the two biggest Twitch streamers over, on Mixer. And so that's a huge deal. And now when you look at the gaming landscape and you look at Twitch, you look at Mixer, you look at YouTube, it looks like there's a possibility that all three of these definitely can coexist with one another in the same gaming universe, but also that they all might end up becoming kind of even almost as far as, viewership is concerned, especially with, Mixer picking up, some big personalities, YouTube doing the same thing, and Twitch just kind of chilling. I mean, Twitch really, I haven't seen a lot of deals made. Now, obviously, they might have been doing a lot of these deals behind closed doors, like trying to extend Tim the Tap Man, or, who knows what Nick A's contract was. Dr. Disrespect, they want to keep him there. So I think that Twitch is going to be smart not to allow, a lot more of these creators to leave and streamers to leave. And I think it kind of gave them a little bit of a wake-up call when Ninja and Shroud both left the platform. That's a big deal. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, what Twitch's response is going to be moving forward, and kind of see how this all turns out as time goes. But I think that Shroud, guys, a CSGO gamer, pro gamer, and, was kind of, starting to probably kind of take a dip in his CSGO career as far as like a pro is concerned, and then moving into streaming and just becoming such an incredible player at pretty much any game that he touched. This is a guy who went from a pro gamer. And it's interesting because the biggest streamers in the world pretty much were former pro gamers and now are larger than life, celebrities in the gaming industry, that being like Ninja and Shroud, absolutely juggernauts. And, these former pro players, one was from Halo, one was from CSGO, and it's an interesting thing. So I think really, guys, at the end of the day, what happened to Shroud, it really was, he was a pro gamer who hit the pinnacle of, in the peak of his career and started to kind of decline. He left CSGO to pursue full-time streaming and even content creation, uploading on YouTube, and just absolutely exploding. And then I think that he could have made Apex even bigger than Fortnite at a period in time, because when Apex first came out, guys, you really saw Apex's numbers were above Fortnite's for a period of time, and that was when Shroud was there. But then what happened was Shroud got hurt. He got into an accident. I forget exactly the exact details of his accident, but he had to have surgery on his hand. And it was like, was it a four-wheeler accident? I can't quite remember. But either way, got into an accident, okay? And then Apex's, numbers kind of started to decline and kind of even out a little bit, and then Fortnite overtook it again. I really believe that what could have happened with Shroud, he was on pace to, Ninja. He was gaining on Ninja as far as like subscriber base on Twitch. And I mean, it was crazy. But all in all, what happened was he got that injury and he had surgery on his hand, and that period of time that he wasn't able to play, when he did come back, it just wasn't the same. And all in all, guys, it seems to me that from there, his numbers were never the same on Twitch. And then, of course, once, Mixer came into the fray, picked up Ninja, they wanted to pick up Shroud. They probably gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. And then there we are. And now these two massive streamers, the biggest streamers ever pretty much on Twitch, are now on Mixer and are trying to really build that brand. It's really interesting, guys. I would love to hear from all of you. What do you guys think about this entire situation, about what happened to Shroud, as well as just, Twitch versus YouTube versus Mixer? It's a very interesting ordeal. Let's have a real conversation about it.